Yeah, it totally is. I stand by my idea, so. Do you think they're going to get the whole internet being life thing? So, the internet. Basically, it's this. The dominant form of media at the time, like in the 19th century. Everyone compared life to a book. Kind of. I don't get it. So, like, wanted to live nice little beginning, middle, and end lives with a predictable and more formulated structure. Book. Which means that literally the only arguments that survive the advance of technology are intangible arguments, because like when we were talking before about that article about the way the world hasn't changed since the 1950s, or like, no, since the 1990s. Like, since 1990 up until 2010. Like, you look at every generation and it has a distinct style. You look at 1930, you can tell it's 1930. You look at 1950, you can tell it's 1950, and so on and so forth until you get to. And that's from Dave Profundis. It's like an actual thing that Wilde wrote. Fucking atoms. Okay, so my theory was that everything in the world is made up of smaller versions of itself. I have. Recap. How about a recap? Oh, I know. Go. Well, most of my life's kind of sad in this movie sense of the term life. Okay, so this weekend I went and volunteered, sort of. Basically, I applied a few weeks ago to be a Peace Jam mentor, which is basically this program to help troubled youth and you, like, help them get into college and stuff. And it was like I'd known it my whole life. Like, there was a reason the universe puts these things in your way, like this feeling that was just sort of intangible. Our knee-jerk reaction is to call it love, but it's not love per se. It's like something, it's just that feeling that comes along with being in love, and that we relate to it, but we can't really define it. And I just kind of bared my soul to him and told him that I didn't really feel like being in the theater anymore. Like, I was just like, I was good at whoop-de-doo, I'll probably do it for the rest of my life, but it's not fulfilling like the needs I want to be humanitarian. There are so many things that I want to do with my life, and he was like, dude, chill out, everybody's journey is different, everybody, it doesn't matter how you got there. Just the fact that you're there is enough. And once you find that place, you have the perspective to look up and say, I don't have to go back to being what I don't want to be anymore. So I was like breaking down on the inside, but I was smiling the whole time, and it was crazy, you know? This like really changed my entire perception. It was an amazing experience, something that you've seen in a movie, because up until then I've been feeling so old, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm so old, I'm 21, and we're like leaving and stuff, so it's just like really reassuring to know that you can still have your perception so warped and like so late in life.